Hi there guys, yes, my name is Shawn Sanbrooke and welcome to the Theme Park Worldwide YouTube channel. This week we're going to be talking about food. Well, not just any type of food, it's the food that's coming to a unique setting at Universal Orlando Resort. Along with that, we've got the latest UK theme park news and a little update on a few things that are set to open in the coming months. My name's Shawn Sanbrooke, this is Theme Park Worldwide the show, and that means it's time to cue those titles. Once again, welcome to the show. Amazing trip to Helix, and I'm sure you've watched the show from last week and also the vlog from Liseberg. If you've not seen it, make sure you check it out. Last week's show, it was put online on Thursday night because we were still away on the Tuesday. Check that out, amazing trip, and watch that show if you've not yet seen it. Also check out the Liseberg vlog. If you go on our main channel page, look at videos, it'll be a few down from the episode of the show. Obviously it's Tuesday today, since then we've put on a few other POVs and stuff like that. It's been great, a little bit more news later in the show about where we're going to be at this weekend, because we're going to be at another park, going to be absolutely awesome. But first off, we'll kick straight in with our UK theme park news. So not too much to mention with UK news this week, but I'm just going to recap a few things that are coming in the next few weeks, a little bit of update on when they're set to open. So obviously we've got CBeebies Land at Alton Towers, that's going to open in less than 3 weeks time, actually 2 weeks, this Saturday. On the 24th of May, CBeebies Land, the brand new immersive area for children at the Alton Towers Resort. A lot of work's been done there and things are really starting to come together now in terms of theming, and the paintwork's been completed. Testing of Get Set Go, and it looks like the area's been passed off now and being signed over from construction, as a lot of ride training and stuff is going on in the area as well. Other exciting news at Alton Towers, the lodge development has been passed, so we mentioned this earlier at the start of the show, the series this year. Basically going to be opening 120 lodges and 5 tree houses, all part of the magical enchanted village next to the Alton Towers Hotel on Car Parks Owl. It's the big grassy area next to Alton Towers Hotel and the car park there. That's going to be opening in March 2015. Very exciting. Construction will be starting probably in a few weeks or a month or so with that, and we'll keep you updated. So moving on to other news in the UK, there's been no news yet on the opening of Marble Madness at Pleasurewood Hills. However, that again is expected to open soon. Marble Madness is the Wild Mouse ride from Flamingo Land that they removed so they could install Hero. I'll keep you up to date with that when we get more news on the opening date, hopefully in the next week or so. Also, we've got no more news yet on the Oakwood project, the Mystery Oakwood project. We reported on it a couple of weeks ago and saying how we think it's going to have this IP behind it, but we've had no further confirmation since then about what's going on. The Developer's Diary, check that out, the Oakwood Developer's Diary on Facebook. That keeps you up to date with what's going on there. They keep teasing us with pictures showing construction shots of the old Wild West area and what's going on there. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. In other news though, at Oakwood, they are spending £150,000 on a brand new pirate themed children's play area. They'll be opening next month in Neverland, which is their area that opened a couple of years ago. Cost £4 million for them to do. They got a lot of the ex-Camelot rides like the Log Flume and the little Dragon Ride and stuff there, which is quite cool. Again, another ride not yet been announced for opening, and that is Air Race at Drayton Manor. We're going to head there again in the next couple of weeks, get you some more construction updates. But we believe one of our reporters was there the other day and said the ride hardware is starting to come in now. Hopefully this thing's going to start coming together, ready for its summer opening. When they say summer opening, I class June next month as summer, right in time for the kids' holidays when all the kids' coach trips start ascending down at Drayton Manor. And so we'll soon find out, but hopefully it's going to open next month. When these flat rides come in, it won't take long to bish bash bosh them together, and they'll be open for us to ride. That's all for UK theme park news this week. Let's have a little bit of worldwide theme park news. So as I mentioned over in the intro at the start of the video, Diagon Alley is going to be having some unique food experiences. Now I like it when the parks go like this. They don't just do the theming, they don't just do the ride, they don't just do the soundtrack and the storyline. We get some themed food, themed restaurants going in there as well. So what's going on there at Diagon Alley? Obviously it's opening this summer, still no official date for that. But it's going to be much like the books and the movies, the Leaky Cauldron. So the Leaky Cauldron was Harry Potter's first stop in the Wizarding World after being set to live with his Muggle aunt and his uncle when he was an infant. Hagrid brought Harry through the Leaky Cauldron pub on the way into Diagon Alley for Harry to buy his books and supplies before he had his first year at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Just had to read that off the sheet there. Not a massive Harry Potter fan, I don't know everything about Harry Potter. I like the films, I've seen the films, but I don't know all the details and stuff. But yeah, this looks like a great project, Diagon Alley, can't wait for that. It's going to be, obviously, it's like a pub in Britain, Diagon Alley, and it's going to have classic pub food like fish and chips, scampi and chips maybe. I hope so. I love scampi, like breaded scampi and chips. But I'll find out when I go in September, and of course I'll be vlogging loads of the days there, and I'll be bringing it to you here on the channel first hand, and an on-location episode of the show from all the parks there in Orlando, which would be great. There'll actually be 2 on-location episodes, so it's going to be even better for you guys. But yes, Diagon Alley's looking great, and with the classic food going in there, I know where I'm going to be eating when I go, and that'll be really cool. Like I said, I'd like to see more parks bringing in like the themed food along with the rides. I think that'd be quite cool. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is set to open on the 28th of May. That's in a few weeks' time, a couple of days after CBeebies Land at Alton Towers. We've got the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Again, we're going to be riding that in September, POVing it, reviewing it, and all that jazz for you guys on Theme Park Worldwide when we visit at the end of the year. It's got a height restriction of just 38 inches as well, which is quite cool for a nice little family ride. You got to be a little tot to go on that one. So that'll be really nice. It's been a big project for Disney. They've been working on it for a few years. It's going to be epic to see it all coming together and ride it. So, what else have we got coming up on the channel? Well, with our worldwide theme park news, this weekend coming up, yes, this one, we're going to be at Phantasialand in Germany. I'm turning 21 this weekend, and I was sat there and thought, let's have a last minute trip to Phantasialand. That's where I'm going on Sunday and Monday. There'll be live updates, and also from a mystery park on Tuesday. There'll be live updates, and that'll be somewhere in the UK down south. So, well, I won't say mystery park, it'll either be Thorpe Park, Chessington or Legoland. Probably Legoland, I've not done it yet this year. But yes, and then the show will be online next week, next Wednesday. So that'll be Wednesday instead of the usual Tuesday. So yes, it's time for Ask Me Anything or question time. This is going to happen every couple of months on the show where you get a chance to send me in your questions. In last week's On Location show, you might remember I said use the hashtag ThemeParkWW on Twitter and send them in, or on Facebook as well. So yeah, what have we got? Any questions you wanted to ask me? Here's some of my favourites. Theme Park Lover UK asked, what's better, the Smiler or Shambhala? Quite simply, Shambhala. There you go. Nothing about it. It's my favourite ride. Love it. Razor HQ asked what my top 5 coasters were. And that is, well, you got Shambhala at number 1. Helix at number 2. You got Blue Fire, which is at Europa Park, in number 3. We've got Baldo, the wooden coaster at Liseberg that I've just ridden, at number 4. And then Voden, which is the wooden coaster at Europa Park, at number 5. There you go. We've got Jonathan Potts, the worst coaster I've ever been on. It's at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Come on, where else would it be? And that is Infusion. I absolutely hate that SLC. I find it so painful. I absolutely hate it. I don't enjoy that ride. I hardly ever ride it. I think it's awful. Don't enjoy it whatsoever. What were Pleasure Beach thinking when they moved that from Southport and put it at Pleasure Beach? No, no, no. Finally, Graham Cambridge. Best ride at Thorpe Park. It's going to be the Swarm. Absolutely love the Swarm. It's a great ride. So yeah, there you go. Ask me anything. We'll have another one in a couple of months' time where you can send them in, and I'll answer them here on the show. It's now time for your Merch Paradise. So yeah, it's time for Merch Paradise, and as I just said, I'd been to Liseberg Amusement Park in Sweden last week for the On Location show, and yeah, it was great. But one of the only pieces of merchandise they had was actually the little Helix pin badge. That is all they really had there. There was t-shirts, don't get me wrong, but they were like not good. It was like the transparent ones, what were like peel off, not transparent, not see-through. You know what I mean, like where it can peel off easy if you wash it too much. But Richard Smiley Jones sent me this. This was given out exclusively. It's a nice thick book with pictures in, for people who went to the press event, which was 3 days before I was there. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it to that. But yeah, it's got like loads of pictures in. Quick flick through, look. But yeah, look at that. It's got like Canonian, all the current rides, what they've got there, along with some of the past ones as well, like Super 8 and some of the other classics that got removed. Lisbon, Looper, all that, which is cool. And that there's Andreas. We actually met up with Andreas. He's the CEO of Liseberg. Really friendly guy. I did tell him about the show, so he could be sat there watching it now. We think you're awesome, and we'll be back at your beautiful park again later in the summer. So yes, that is all for my merch paradise for this week. Let's have a look at yours. We've got Rebecca Wingate, and we did a little selection of stuff there from Thorpe Park, Chessington, Alton Towers, and the Walt Disney World 50th anniversary. Thanks for sending that in. You got Ethan Thomas with the Alton Towers postcard, which is a very, very classic item. Look at that there, love it. And also Matty Panting with his Paulton's Park merchandise. If you've got any merch, I'll tell you how to send it in at the end of Magic Moments.
There's magic moments filled with love.
So let's get straight in with our Magic Moments this week. First off, we've got Jenny Cousins with her family at Pleasurewood Hills. Thanks for sending that in, Jenny. We love your Magic Moments. Next up, we've got Tom Burbage and friends on the Rapids at Alton Towers Resort. Look like you're enjoying that there. Don't look too wet. I've seen people get soaked on that, especially now they've got the guns on there as well. Next up, you've got Matt Reuter and his friend on Stealth at Thorpe Park. Thanks for sending that into the show. And Stealth is one of our favourites. We absolutely love it. Next up, Jonathan Potts on the Sky Ride over at Alton Towers yet again. Thanks for sending that in there. Nice close up. Next up, we got two of my biggest fans. Met them at Alton Towers the other week, and they follow us on Twitter and like the video. So thanks for sending that in. We got Kieran Griffith and a big happy birthday to his sister, who are big fans as well. They also met them and met me at Alton Towers. Daniel Fotheringham, they're on the Mummy Dart Ride. Wow, one of the best dart rides in the world. Can't wait to ride that. And finally, Will Donahue at the Pirate Show at Alton Towers. Because he's tweeted them a lot, they gave him that special photo, which is really nice. Let him go on the stage with the cast. That's all. If you have a Magic Moment or Merch Paradise, send it in at ThemeParkWW on Twitter, or just by private messaging it to me on the Facebook page at Theme Park Worldwide.
I'm gonna shout now.
So now it's time for the final segment of the show, and that is the shout-outs. We've got our biggest list of shout-outs we've had ever coming up now. It's a full A4 page full, so I'm going to read them out. Just excuse me while I read these all out because it's a long list. First off, we've got Matt T, we've got Steve Preston, Nathan Hughes and the SSC Performing Arts Group, Matt Swain, Theme Park Lover UK, Razor HQ, 12345670126, Ring Gaming, Jake Craft, Lewis James 451, Worldwide Attractions, Super Crazy Charlie 123. You got Nevin Callum, Tom Alisk, BCW Studios, Theme Park Watchers, Killer 139, Jenny Cousins, Alton Towers AQA, Alton Towers Mad, Rollercoaster Central, Ellis Jones Hawes, Miss CMCTP, that stands for Thorpe Park apparently, Nobody's Perfect, Kyle 2904, Ben Molinox, Nathan Fisher, Mr Baker Games, Jakey Wakey Poppy, who is now 18, so there you go, Angelic 1234, Theme Park Area Views, Lewis Fisher, Lewis James 451, Dan Lander, Tom Lander, Daniel Mark Jackson, Sean Terry, Kyle Leach, Ethan Witham, Newcastle United, the Ninja Cat 20, Adam Vickers, James Palmer, George Slatter, Dawn Bowen, and finally Lawrence Bennett. If you've got a shout out, let's try and top that next week. Just comment below or tweet me at ThemeParkWW or write on the wall or send it as a message on our Facebook page. That is all for yet another episode of the show. Yes, it is Tuesday today, and the next episode of the show will be on Wednesday. Not Tuesday, it will be 8 days time on Wednesday. That is because of our trip to Fantasyland, and it will be a full on location show from Fantasyland and also Hotel Matambo, where we're going to be looking at their on-site accommodation, which is some of the best around apparently. Can't wait to try it out. It's going to be great. Make sure you follow the live updates over on Twitter and Facebook over the weekend, Sunday and Monday from Fantasyland, and Tuesday probably from Legoland. That's all from me, Shawn Sanbrooke. Hope you enjoy our videos and our new POVs as well, and that means it's time to cue them credits. Have a good week, guys. See you later.